So we're just gonna run that back. You're gonna see the same footage. And I'm just gonna talk to you. I like to work smarter, not harder. So I decided to do a few of my videos like this. Um, Today I wanted to talk about, in this video, mistakes made when getting a BBL. So of course, the first time we go around, some of us get round 2, round 3, and we get other things, to each its own. I don't plan on getting a round 2, but you never know what happens. It's not my plan, but hey, who knows? I don't plan on getting a tummy tuck, but I'm still considering that too. Definitely going to get a breast reduction though. But anyway, today's conversation is about the mistakes made when getting a BBL. So, I have, what do I have? I have 10 things that I want to mention that I didn't make these mistakes, but I think they are worth mentioning. There are things that you have to. Well, I think I made a few of these mistakes actually. No, I think I may have. I wrote them down, so we'll go over them. But I think they're worth mentioning because if you know what to look out for beforehand, it'll help you to get a better result, and you'll feel better during it. So you don't make the mistakes before, and you just feel better. You heal faster, you heal easier. If you do your research and you take a look at what other people have done wrong and what they've done right and kind of mimic it, copy it, or stay away from it, then it'll be easier for you. So, I try to continue to make these videos. Do still get people, and I used to see this all the time on the videos, when I watch them, and I mentioned it before, hit me up and asking me the same questions that are like in my videos. So I know that people actually watch the videos, but I'm not sure if they're actually listening. But I'm okay with that. I know that people are going to watch the videos, probably more than listen. Um, and that's okay. And that I say that's okay because I feel like if you don't get the information, eventually you are going to figure out that you should have listened to what I said and go back and watch it again. And then, as I said, in my videos, you guys can always hit me up and ask me. If I don't answer you back quick enough, hopefully you'll go back and watch the video again and get the information that you need. I do want to say that the questions that you guys ask, they are in the videos. I try not to make these videos really long so that people won't get restless and not be able to watch the rest of it. Then you won't get the information that you need. But the one thing I have noticed is that no matter how much editing you do or time you put into these videos, people will not like them, and they will not completely listen to them. They really just want to see what you look like, who you went to, how much you paid, and what you look like. Those are really the 3 things that people want to know: who you go to, how much you pay, and what you look like. So that's one of the reasons why I make so many videos. And another reason why I decided to work smarter, not harder, because really, you guys just want to see what I look like. I'm not going to sit here and create all these videos, taking all this time doing that, when I can just show you what I look like and just loop it. To me, that's working smarter. All right, anyway, let's get to the point of the video. So, mistakes made when getting a BBL. All right, so the first mistake that I notice that people make is choosing their doctor. Okay, you got to choose the right doctor. You have to. Choosing the right doctor, it's kind of like when you're trying to lose weight and people tell you that you have to eat right. Abs are made in the kitchen, for example, when you're trying to, get some abs. It starts from the beginning, just like abs are made in the kitchen. Before it even goes into your mouth, you need to understand that that's important too. Before you even choose a doctor or start this journey, the doctor that you choose is very important. Choosing the right doctor can make or break your surgery. You gotta do your research. You gotta look at a lot of people to see the results that you need to see, that you want to see. You got to have a good eye, pay attention to detail, listen to what we are saying when we tell you about the doctors we went to. You have to listen. Okay, so number one, choose the right doctor. Don't go safe because he doesn't have deaths. I mentioned this before in the previous video. Okay, you want to look at the work. You want to be safe, of course, but not safe to the point where you're not getting the results you want. Okay, don't stop there. You have to do a lot of research before you choose a doctor. Okay, so the next one is smoking and drinking. Okay, I see a lot really, because most people do it today, of BBL patients that smoke and drink before, during, and after. Your doctor is not always going to care if you smoke or drink. You need to understand that these doctors sometimes, and that goes back to choosing the right doctor, if you're going to put your life at risk, then they are not going to care sometimes. If you are going to still continue to drink and smoke, then hey, that's on you. Worst thing that can happen when you're drinking and smoking is that you could die, of course, but probably not likely. You won't heal as fast. You won't get the results that you want, because alcohol has a lot of calories. And if you're smoking weed, you got the munchies. I used to be a smoker, so I know. You're eating more food. You're taking in them calories. You're not going to get the results you want. Okay? If you got beer gut, drinking the beer and the alcohol, the bloats and poisons your body, you're going to end up with that big stomach. Okay? You're not going to get the results you want if you're doing that. You want to be careful. Don't do it before. Try to quit months before. Don't do it during, because you're not going to heal properly. And don't do it after, because you're not going to get the results that you want. Not to mention, it's just a nasty habit. So, I used to do both, smoke, drink, and I'm talking cigarettes and marijuana. So, hey, been there. All right, so moving too much. Number 3, causes swelling issues. Now, this is one that a mistake that I did make, but it didn't take me long to catch on and understand what I needed to do, which is stop trying to be a superhero. You have to relax. You gotta calm down. Don't move so much. I know there's a lot to do. There's always a lot to do, but you have to understand that you just had surgery. And if you stay on your feet like that, you will swell like an elephant. You will be vague. Turn this up. So you want to be careful and stay off your feet. Again, I did make this mistake when I came home. I was very active before because I had to get some of this fat off my body. You have to be 34% BMI, body fat on your body, to have the surgery with Mia Cosmetics and Dr. Mejio. So I was active, and when I came home, I tried to do the same thing, made that mistake. No, it doesn't work, y'all. Again, you guys have seen Cardi B. She's very upfront. I'm sure a few months back where she had surgery, but she was doing a lot of shows, and those feet swelled up like crazy because of the liposuction. She's very transparent, so she made it clear, hey, I had liposuction and worked done on my body, and this is what happened. So you really do have to stay off your feet. Don't be too active. That's number 3. Swell is real, y'all, and swelling hurts. Okay, it really hurts. All right, so number 4, don't eat too much or don't eat too little. Okay, so this is something that I think I did well. However, I almost overdid it. I like the way I look. Um, I did a great job at not losing fat, which is what I'm used to anyway. But I did a good job at not losing the fat that he put in. I preserved my fat, so my surgery is still apparent. You know, you can see the changes. Not, I don't look like a surgery body, but you can definitely see the changes in my body. If you saw me before, I still have those same curves, a little bit more actually. Um, so I didn't overdo it. However, when you start tapering around 4 to 6 months, I'm 5 months right now, you gotta get the hang of it. You gotta get a hold of your eating because it's not the same for everybody, but I know for me, and I saw a few young ladies when I was doing my research beforehand that said the same thing. Between 4 to 6 months, you got to get a hold of your eating and really start being active and work out. You have to work out to maintain the results, ladies. It is not just going to just stay if you're not being careful what you eat, how active you are. It will change. You know, your body is going to change and keep changing. That's one thing that's consistent with everybody. It changes when you get these BBLs, liposuction, fat transfer. Um, your body continues to change every single day. You look different. So, you know, you don't want to wake up that day and you got too much going on in the place where you won't want it. So be careful. Don't eat too little either because you don't want to reverse your results. Your body will metabolize that fat back into energy, and then you don't have the fat, especially if you lose weight very quickly. Remember, you're still the same person. That hasn't changed. You just took fat from one place and put it in another. But if your metabolism is, you know, really quick and you metabolize food and burn a lot of energy quickly, you know, your your body will get rid of that fat. So be careful not to eat too little. You have to eat enough to hold on to those hips and butt that you just got. So be careful with that. Don't eat too much. Don't eat too little. You know, try to in about 6 weeks start. Um, I'm sorry, not 6 weeks. 6 months around that time, 4 to 6 months. Start incorporating like weightlifting or exercising, whichever one you feel comfortable doing, so that it can help you balance it out. It's easier when you're, you know, staying active. So I think you should do that. Around that time, people usually stop swelling too as much. I know it happened for me, and a lot of young ladies that I saw didn't swell as much when they got to like 4 to 6 months. 4 months, I was still swelling. I'm about 5 months. I don't swell as much now. Um, very little swelling, but I am still swelling. I'm 5 months now. Sleeping on your side. Ladies, if you got hips, don't sleep on your side. I didn't sleep on my side. It's 5 months and I still haven't slept on my side. Number one, it's still tender and it hurts to sleep on my side. My butt is still a little sore if I sit down too long. Again, 5 months, you still, you know, are healing. And you don't want to get rid of the hips you got. You know, if you're trying to have an hourglass shape, hips are very important. So do yourself a favor and don't sleep on those hips, because the hips, from what I understood in doing my research, hips will go away and they'll go away quick. So just like you can't sleep on your butt or sit on your butt, don't sleep on your side. Try to stay on your stomach. Okay? That's it. You can't sleep on your side, can't sleep on your back. Stay on your stomach, ladies. Hips will go down, and the fat will go away on the hips even faster than it will on your butt when the swelling goes down. Those hips will go away, and it looks a little weird. You look funny when you don't have hips. You know, you go and get this BBL, you got your butt sticking out and no hips. You know, it looks weird to me. but it's my opinion. Everybody don't think so. So, sleeping on your side, number 5. Number 6, uh, diaper booty. I did a video on diaper booty. Don't get booty greed. Booty greed usually comes after you heal and you see other people's bodies, and then you want another BBL round too, because they got a bigger butt and you want a bigger butt. But you can actually have booty greed beforehand too. You got to get what's proportionate to your body. If you're a small girl, you don't want to try and go get these big old butt and big old hips, and it looks weird. It looks weird. You got to get it in proportion to your thighs and your legs. That again goes back to choosing your doctor. Your doctor isn't gonna do work that doesn't fit your body. Hopefully, if you choose the right doctor, he's going to tell you, no, you don't, you shouldn't do this, or you should do that. And like I said, I didn't think that I needed hips. I didn't ask for hips, but I told him what was the look that I was going for, and he told me, okay, well, I'm going to put hips on you. And I said, okay. He said, is that okay? And I was like, yeah, sure. Because I didn't ask for hips. Like I said, I said when he asked me, I think I have hips. I have enough hips. I'm good. But, in order to get the body that I wanted, I had to go with what he told me to. So I am a heels creation. I didn't ask for, everything that he gave me, but he gave me exactly what I wanted. Um, no diaper booty, ladies. Get the butt that fits your hips and thighs. And you'll still look good. You'll still look like you have nice big round hips and booty. You'll still look good. You'll just have this nice big round hips and booty for your size. So choose the right doctor and they'll help you with that. No massages. That's a mistake. It's okay for you to do your own massages, but don't not get a massage. Okay, you don't want to do that. It's gonna mess with your swelling and it's gonna cause seromas, hard spots. You don't want to do that. Don't do that. I have absolutely no hard spots. I didn't go to a professional masseuse the whole time. Again, I'm 5 months and I'm just fine. I'm barely swelling now. No lumps, no bumps, none of that. So get your massages, ladies. Learn how to massage yourself. You can massage yourself. Your honey can massage you. You can do it. You don't have to spend a whole bunch of money on it. I do have a video about that too, so go check that out. Wearing clothes that's too tight. If you wear clothes that's too tight or not, laying flat on you, you'll have those hips, dips, bumps, and lumps and stuff. And if you're wearing it long enough, it can cause permanent damage to your body and your skin. It will stay that way if you're wearing it long enough. Now, most of the stuff that you are going to wear, you're not going to wear it long enough to really cause any damage. And when you take a shower, your skin will go back, of course. But you still want to be careful, don't wear clothes that's too tight. You want it kind of loose flowing for a little while. You don't want to take the chance to cause any problems or give you weird results. So ignoring pain. You don't want to ignore pain. Let your doctor know if you're having any type of pain, and I'm talking about, like pain, like, oh, it stops you, you got to stop what you're doing, pain. It may be nothing, but you want to be careful. This isn't a surgery that's just a breeze. People have died before you actually get to that point. You want to let your doctor know, hey, I'm having some pains here, pus and swelling and all kinds of stuff around your incisions. That's a sign of infection. You want to be careful. Infection can kill you too. So make sure you guys are looking out for stuff like that, because it's really, really, really important to stay safe, to keep your incision areas clean and covered. You want to make sure that you look out for stuff like that. You don't want to be ignoring that stuff, thinking that there's, oh, that's fine, it's normal. It's not normal, to have pain and pus and things like that going on with your body when you're supposed to be healing. And that's the reason for not smoking, not drinking alcohol. Again, alcohol is a poison, and it's going to put weight on you anyway, so you don't want to do none of that. All right, and number 10, not wearing your compression. It's really important to wear your faja. It's really important to compress your areas where you've gotten liposuction. Because of that swelling, you want to squeeze the liquid out of you. That liquid doesn't go in your body. Um, it doesn't belong in your body. So you want to squeeze it so it comes out. You don't want to keep that in you. And plus, you want to get the best results you can. Paid a nice little pretty penny for this, and you went through a lot. Probably flew on a plane and argued with family members, and you're probably dealing with people hating on you right now, you know, waiting for you to fail and things like that. I'm not dealing with any of that. My family was awesome. My friends, awesome. Everybody had my back, and it was really nice, coming home, seeing my results. My family have just been very supportive, and I am really grateful for that. Really grateful for that. I got some awesome family members. Love them very much. From a distance. No, I'm just playing. Just playing, but I'm serious. But no, seriously though, my family has been very supportive. I haven't had one friend or family member not be supportive of, me doing this. The ones that I told anyway. So, those are the 10 things that the mistakes made and the things that you want to do to prevent um, not getting good results, to prevent any problems that may occur. You don't want to go through that. Uh, my surgery went very well. I'm happy with the results. Um, I love my doctor. If I was to get it done again, I would definitely be going to him. My recovery was so smooth. I didn't do a cell saver or anything like that. I'm 44 years old, and it was just the bomb. Really was, really was. He made it very easy during the process. Mia Cosmetic Surgery Center is where I got my surgery. They made the process easy as well. I stayed at EOS Recovery House, and they were the bomb. House number 2 is the one that I stayed in, and house number 2 was great. I love the people. I mean, everything was really, really good. My only complaint is not with not the house or anything like that. My only complaint was my flight. My flight was nightmare. It was a nightmare. And I do have stories about everything on my page. So if you guys are actually looking or listening to this video and you want to hear about my whole thing, go to my page. I have a story about everything on my page, and I will continue to make these videos talking about what you can do. Whenever I think about something that I could tell you guys about, or something that would probably help, I tried to put an end to the BBL journey videos, but I keep thinking about things that I could talk about. So, and I don't mind. I decided I wasn't going to 100% put an end to that anyway. So I don't mind coming on here and talking to you guys about it, telling you anything that I could think of. So just to recap, don't go safe with your doctors. Do research. Make sure you choose the right doctor. You want to be looking at his record. Is he certified plastic surgeon? How many deaths he has. You want to consider those things, but don't base your choice on no deaths or something that really is not going to get you good results. Do as much research as possible on your doctor. Don't smoke and drink. It's unnecessary calories. It'll stop you from healing. It's not good for you. Okay. Too much salt will swell you. Stay off your feet. Try to be comfortable as possible during this process. Don't feel bad about being comfortable, and wanting to be comfortable. Don't feel bad about it. You need it. You need the rest, you need the rest. You need to make sure that you are staying off your feet, especially during the time of your period, that time of month. You're already retaining water and you'll swell even more. So for a couple months, 2-3 months, you'll find if you're on your feet just a small amount of time that you'll swell up. So around that time of month, you want to definitely stay off your feet, especially first couple days, or the first few days before you start your period, because you'll swell more. You'll start retaining water. So don't eat too much, don't eat too little. Try to find a good balance on eating enough to maintain the fat and help those fat cells even grow a little bit, so they can balance out. Don't eat too little. If you lose the fat is not promised to come back in the same place. It might start coming back in places that you don't want it to come back if you lose weight, and then you have to turn around and gain the weight again. You want to keep the weight on you during this healing time from the moment you get off that table, so you gain it in the right places. It's going to go where it needs to go first, and that is to the places where it's trying to get the blood vessels going and maintain that fat. You'll lose it really, really easily if you lose too much weight. If you don't eat enough and you start losing weight, it's not going to be hard to lose weight during this time. So be careful with that. And don't eat too much either for that reason. Don't sleep on your side, ladies. If you got hips, those hips are going to be vital to you getting a good result and having your vixen shape. Don't sleep on your side, just like don't sleep on your butt. It's worth it. I know it's hard, but it's so, so worth it. Make sure that you get your butt in proportion to your legs and your thighs. No diaper booty. We don't want to walk around looking weird like that. It's not good for you, because you're going to have to go and get around too. Probably to put some hips on you, or to, just correct it because you feel like it looks weird, So be careful with that. Don't sleep on your hips. Don't sleep on your hips. You want them to stay. So make sure you get your massages. Go on YouTube, learn how to massage yourself. If you don't have the money to, pay for those massages, if you don't have the transportation or the vehicle, because we can't drive, you can't sit on your butt for a while. So, can't always go and do that. But if you know how to massage yourself, the time that you don't have the money to pay for those expensive massages, or you just don't feel like, going, you can massage yourself, You don't have to wait for somebody to massage you, or someone else can massage you too. Clothes that are too tight, you don't want to leave those permanent impressions, mess up your results. Don't do it. Just wear free flowing clothes for a little while. It'll be greater later. Greater in the end. It'll be worth it. Don't ignore any pain or pus. Report that stuff immediately to your primary care doctor, or if you have the information for the doctor that did your surgery, let them know. Let them know. They usually will give you that information. And again, that's going to go back to choosing your doctor. You want to make sure you have a good doctor that actually cares about you, and they're just not trying to, do the work and take your money. You want a doctor that cares. Dr. Mejio cares. His staff cares. Mia, they did a great job reaching out to me twice. I'm 5 months, and they've reached out to me twice to check on me. And I didn't have any complications, nothing, no pain, no nothing, no nada. All right, so again, last one, don't ignore, the pain, pus. Don't ignore that stuff. Report it. And again, Last one, not wearing your compression long enough. You need to wear your compression until you're not swelling anymore. Okay, wear your compression. It's best for your results, it's best for your health to get that fluid out your body, and for you not to cause any hard spots and have to have ongoing care to dissolve that seroma, that pocket of fluid that could actually need draining. The hard spots because you didn't get the fluid out that turned into, rocks in your stomach or your back or whatever. You don't want to start being self-conscious when your man touch you. You all hard in certain places. Nah, 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 nah. You don't want that. Because you did not pay all that money to have another insecurity. I'm sure I'm not the only one that says that, well, admit, I should say, that they were insecure before this. If you don't do things right, you could end up being even more insecure because of the damage that you done not following instructions and doing your research. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Okay? So make sure that you don't wear clothes that's too tight. You don't want to cause any indents or imprints that could permanently be there. Don't ignore pain or pus. Make sure that you're staying on point with that stuff. Again, that goes back to the doctor that you choose. So, you want to make sure you get somebody that's not going to just boot you on out. And don't forget your compression. Wear your fajas, your cinchers, your garments. Bye.